This is the story about how the Minecraft minigame under the name of Parkour Warrior placed me into financial debt, wasted a significant portion of my life, destroyed my 4-month relationship, got my parents divorced, and ruined any chance I had of getting a stable job anytime in the future. I understand this sounds like a joke, but it isn't. I really didn't want to have to do this, noxcrew, but you forced my hand. Please don't send any hate to anyone mentioned in this video. So it all started back in June of this year. I had just finished my freshman year of high school. I had had a girlfriend for over 4 months. I played baseball for my school and a club, and life was good. I was a consistent player on a Minecraft server known as MCC Island, probably averaging around 1 to 2 hours a day. While I knew it was unhealthy to play that server for that long every single day, all of my friends played video games for way longer than that per day. So I thought I was going to be fine. If only I wasn't so naive. So on June 4th, it was like any other day. I got home from practice and hopped on Minecraft. But what happened that day will haunt me for the rest of my life. A new game mode was released called Parkour Warrior. I tried it out and it was pretty fun. It was challenging, but it was fun. The days following the release, I started to play more and more. First, it was just an hour a day. Then it became 2 hours a day. Eventually, I was averaging around 3.5 hours a day of Parkour Warrior. Now, I know that isn't much compared to some players, and some of my friends played Fortnite for longer than that every day, but it felt like a significant amount of my time. It didn't really matter though. Life was still good. I had just found a new hobby. But then one afternoon, a friend of mine sent me a forum post from the creators of the server I played on, noxcrew. In the post, it listed that noxcrew were looking for full-time paid competitive players to be part of their upcoming esports league, Nox Sports. I thought it kind of sounded silly. I mean, a Minecraft esports team, I didn't really know, but nonetheless, I wanted in. All I had to do was rank top 10 of any leaderboard of any game mode, and I would have a chance to become a professional Minecraft player. That was my dream. So I grinded 4, 5, sometimes upwards of 7 hours a day, slowly climbing the leaderboards until 2 days before the deadline, I hit number 10. Finally, I was performing worse in baseball and my girlfriend was feeling a bit neglected, but this was my chance. I could get paid to play Minecraft for a living at only the age of 14. That is every teenager's dream. If only I wasn't so young and naive. So after a week of waiting in anticipation and thinking that I got scammed out of my time, I got an email from noxcrew that offered me a professional Nox Sports player career. Starting pay $10,200 per month. I was ecstatic. That was over $120,000 a year before taxes, more than my parents made. Obviously, I accepted the offer and got to work improving my skills. I even got paid for the first month of playing, with the help of my dad setting up a bank account for me. He was excited just as much as me, but my mom, not so much. She was reluctant, to say the least, of letting me have a job this young, but she was just doing her job as a parent, so I don't blame her. After not showing up to multiple practices in a row, I got kicked off my baseball team, and my girlfriend was becoming more and more distant, but I was living the dream. Minecraft, 10 hours a day, every single day. The esports league had not come public yet, but noxcrew were preparing us for the release. Knowing that I would not have time to go to school after the release, I asked my parents if I could drop out before my sophomore year. My mom, knowing better at the time, was completely against it, while my dad was all for it. My mom, not wanting to be involved in the biggest mistake of my life, threatened to leave. My dad went through with dropping me out of high school. But me and my dad were too focused on the money. So she filed for a divorce. Right as that was happening, my girlfriend said she needed to talk. But ironically, I told her I didn't have time. So she just broke up with me over text, like, right there and then. I was so blinded by the money that I didn't see the downside. I just saw these events, my mom leaving, my girlfriend leaving, as just less distractions, more time to focus on Minecraft parkour. That's it. Since my mom was our family's main source of income and my dad had a gambling problem, we had to co-sign for a loan in order to keep our apartment. But $20,000 of debt isn't that much. I mean, I would make that back in 2 months, right? Then a few days later, after me and my dad got settled down into our apartment, I was playing some Parkour Warrior when this one guy was trash talking me in chat. So I did what any other 14-year-old would do. I told him to die. IRL. Now, this was obviously a joke, and I had done it before, so I thought it was okay. But apparently, there was a moderator in my game disguised as a normal player. This moderator reported me to the higher-ups at noxcrew, and before I knew it, I was kicked out of the Nox Sports program, left with $20,000 of debt, no mom, no girlfriend, no high school diploma, and a lot of wasted time. I have tried reaching out to noxcrew in private, but they're just ghosting me. So, noxcrew, you forced my hand to bring this information public. Please, noxcrew, I am sorry that I was toxic in the chat, and I will not do it again. But please bring me back into the Nox Sports program so my dad can continue his gambling problem.